looked for the drinks first, and she also wanted to know about, keeping something with her. Quest bars, which if any of you follow my page enough to know how much I talk about Matt Acton, he is somebody that has sort of guided me in the right direction as far as supplementation. And Quest bars, from what I see, from what I hear, from what I taste, are the best tasting, most nutritional, healthiest bars on the market for you. If you're on Long Island, they have them at Shredded Sports in East Meadow. Otherwise, you can, there goes my phone. Otherwise, you can order them online, either at Amazon.com or just Google Quest Nutrition. I like the chocolate brownie and the apple pie. But the really great thing is if you look at the back of the bar, there's about 5 ingredients to the bar. It's not, this chemically compounded, concocted little thing that's supposed to resemble food. 5 ingredients, high in fiber. It's a great bar, and you can buy them by the box. Keep one with you at all times, and I would just trust me on that one. Ralph wants to know, since he's been working out, why is he so hungry? Well, think of it this way. I'm just going to throw out random numbers. If your body burns a certain amount of calories just sitting here, I could sit here all day with Toby on my lap and my body will burn X amount of calories by simply existing. Now you're up, you're running, you're on the Stairmaster, you're lifting weights. You're burning far more than what your body is A, used to, and B, you're burning more than what you would already be burning in an everyday basis. And if your diet hasn't changed, if you haven't increased your calories and increased your protein and increased your intake, yeah, you're going to be starving. I am hungry about every 2.5 hours, and I eat about 1,500 calories a day. So up your food and up your fiber. Optimum Nutrition makes a great fitness fiber that you can throw into your shakes, throw into your pre-workouts to sort of help you feeling full. And up some carbs. I mean, let's throw in some brown rice. Let's throw in some oats to also give you that feeling of fullness. The other thing, because sometimes you really just can't get away from being hungry, is gum. I know, sugar, but Orbit, and I literally have them here, Orbit has gum that has only 1 gram of sugar alcohol, which is great, and these are my 2 favorites, Maui Melon and Sweet Mint. Chew gum, drink a ton of water, and green tea is your best friend. If you drink about 1 gallon of water a day, have a few pieces of gum, up the fiber, throw some fiber supplements into your pre-workout drinks, or you can buy something like a Metamucil. They make tablets if you're not into throwing stuff into your pre-workout drinks. Just keep those things going. He also wanted to know, with his new workout regimen, he's having a little bit of a hard time sleeping at night. And that didn't really make sense to him, because if you're exerting all of this energy, you should come home exhausted. It depends. Depends on, are you taking a stimulant before you work out? Is that stimulant still in your system by the time you need to go to bed, and it's still keeping you sort of awake and jittery? Check the timing of your pre-workouts, check the timing of your stimulants, check the amount of intake that you have going on with your stimulants. Are you taking the recommended dose? Maybe cut it in half, or cut that out altogether. When you work out, you get your adrenaline going, you get your blood pumping. I am most awake after my workouts. I am like energized, ready to go, and ready to take on the world. So maybe if you push your workouts to earlier in the day, you'll have a little bit more time to unwind. If none of that is the case, melatonin is your new best friend. Melatonin is just something that helps you sleep. You can get the GNC brand with, it's 1 milligram, it goes under your tongue. What did I do? It's 1 milligram, it goes under your tongue, and it keeps you asleep. Or you can get a little bit more of a concoction, which I actually happen to like this one better, by Species. It's called Somalize. It has 3 milligrams of melatonin, but it also has L-carnitine in it, which is something that transports fat and moves around the fat inside of your body, so that way you use fat as your primary energy source. That's something that I would look into, because it's going to just give you that extra little bit while you sleep to also help you burn fat. I actually do prefer the Species Somalize. I find I get a better sleep with it. I find that with pure melatonin, my sleep was very much comatose. I had a very hard time getting up in the morning, and this is only 1 milligram versus the 3. So I just think that, for me personally, I'm 5'1", I'm 120 pounds. I for my body it was different, but you might want to try either one out. What do I do to get an extra push before I work out? That's something that Sarah wants to know. My pre-workouts, I've mentioned before, are something that gives me an extra rush. Something that I'm implementing this week so I don't have full review is something called Carbolin, which is actually something that Matt Acton had suggested that I use. It's basically pure carbs. It's something that you're supposed to take about a half hour prior to your workout, and it feeds your muscles the carbs that you need the right way. It replenishes, all of your muscle storage when it comes to carbohydrates, and it's just supposed to help you give that extra push. They recommend that you take this right before a heavy day, which for me is usually a leg and a back day. So I'm going to actually start that this week, and hopefully next question and answer I will have a review for this as to whether or not I've actually felt any difference in my workout. So that's coming up. And something that a few people wanted to know are things that I can't work out without. My iPod, I'd probably kill myself if I didn't have. And I have very, very new, very friendly Versa grips, which they look like this. I'll put a pair on so you see what they look like. Most people I know have the gloves, but I was actually finding that as a woman, I was trying to build my chest and my back, and even my bicep or my tricep, I was finding that my forearm and my hands were giving out with weight that my back wasn't even feeling. My back was going, I'm not getting a workout, but my forearm was going, put the damn thing down, it hurts. So the Versa grips have actually, wrong arm, have helped me to release and relieve the tension that my forearm and my hands were feeling when I was lifting weights primarily dedicated to my chest, my back, and even my shoulders. So it's just, they go like this, and there are plenty of videos out there. I don't want to make this too long, but this is just something that has just helped me, like I said, relieve the tension off of my fingers, off of my forearm, and it's really just helped me isolate my bicep, tricep, shoulders, chest, and back when I use them. I'm only about a week or so into these, so as I sort of lift heavier, I'll let you know, but I have noticed about a 10-pound increase in my overhead presses for my shoulders, about another 10 or 15-pound increase in my tricep bar pushdowns, and another 10-pound increase on my dumbbell rows, just from using these, because now my forearm wasn't in the way anymore. It was purely lats working out, my pure chest working out, so I'm actually really excited that these were brought to my attention. And then somebody wanted to know the one supplement that I don't think anybody should have been without or be without if they are living this life, and that is fish oil. It's an essential fatty acid, but it's something that our bodies don't produce. So I actually have found, and I guess Millennium Sports Technologies makes this because I didn't even know who made this until right now. This is a little concoction of extra virgin olive oil, CLA, and fish oil all together. I like the mix of the extra virgin olive oil because it's a healthy fat that's going into your body, as well as it's going to help your skin tighten up. For anybody that's lost a significant amount of weight, or anybody that is looking to sort of get that tight look on stage and lean out, you want that extra little bit of fat, and you want that extra oil in your system. I take one with not with every meal, but I take one every other meal, so I usually take about 3 a day just to sort of get that in there. And I think that I've honestly answered all of the questions for this week. I'm going to try to go to the gym with Matt Acton this week and hit some shoulders for everybody. I know people have been asking about a shoulder video. I'm going to try to get that in there for you guys this week. And other than that, I know that there are a few requests for some food prep. That's going to be coming this week as well. I'm going to start cooking for the week in about a half hour. I'll see if I can film some stuff for you. But that's it for the first question and answer. Did I do a good job, Toby? What do you think? Did Mommy do a good job? You just want your turkey? He doesn't really care. But say goodbye. Say I love you. Say thanks for paying attention to me online and saying I'm really cute. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend and get off your ass and work out. And if you want to know how many times you should be working out a week, every damn day. Every day, 6 days a week. Let's go.